everyone. Today's unboxing is for a book haul from bookoutlet.com. This is my haul for August of 2023. Bookoutlet.com is a great place to get discounted new books. They're basically what they call remainder books, which is they've gone to some type of bookstore, they didn't sell the stock, so they sold whatever leftover stock they had to this warehouse, bookoutlet.com. So they're new books. They have been in stores, but they've not been actually purchased and read by people. So you get really good deals. So if you're interested in seeing what kind of books you can get, please feel free to go back and take a look at some of my previous videos on Book Outlet. I do hauls regularly with them because I love their prices. I've always got a wish list of books going on with them, and I kind of wait to see. They offer regular discounts, so there's always some type of discount going on top of their normal discounted prices. Sometimes it's free shipping, sometimes it's buy one get one free. I think this one was a 15% off on their prices. So I usually wait till I get a little bit of a list going, or I get a really good discount, or if there happens to be a book that I know I'm not going to be able to get soon, because one of the things I like about their website is you can actually go in and they will tell you what their stock number is if it's 25 books under. So like they'll say 25 plus, meaning they got plenty of stock of that book, or they'll tell you there's only 3 copies left. So then you know, well, I better get on this and buy this, right? Okay, and so they also offer free shipping. Normally, if you spend over, I want to say it's $35. Don't quote me on that, but you can take a look. But there is free shipping for a minimum cost. They also have times when they offer free shipping no matter how much you order. So I highly recommend them. As you can see from previous videos, I order from them quite frequently. This order is a mishmash of books, and I will give you background as to why I was picking certain ones. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you up front, my total was $69.32. That did include free shipping, so basically just the cost of the books and tax. Yeah, and I'll tell you what each book costs as we go through it. Now, this arrives pretty consistently at like 2 weeks after you order it. Sometimes it's sooner, sometimes it's later. What they've started doing is wrapping the entire box in plastic, which I have taken the plastic off just for sake of time. But I like that you've got that extra protection. And okay, so now let's prepare for the fact that this is allowed to open initially. So let me do that. All right. And because the box is got so many books in it, I will have to move the box at some point. Okay, so I want to preface this unboxing by telling you all that probably about half of this box are gifts. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. But that's why there's like an eclectic selection. Okay. So the first book that I have is a paint by sticker book, which is Music Icons. So basically, you can see that it's a page with numbers, right? And then you go back here to the stickers and you take the corresponding numbers and you basically color the form in. And then you're going to get these pictures, right? This is a gift because I'm going to post this video after she receives everything. So I'm going to tell you that one of her gifts corresponded to the Beatles. Or one of her presents is for the Beatles. So that's why she's getting this book. Okay. And then I have, whoa, I'm throwing things around. Sorry, everybody. This is what happens when you get too excited. Okay. Actually, I'm going to have to move the box almost right away. feel like if I leave it there, it's going to fall off. So let me move the box over. Okay. By the way, that book, Music Icons, let me find it on my list. $5.94 for that one. Okay. So then the next book that I have is New Year's Kiss by Lee Matthews. This is a romance, contemporary romance. And this also is a gift. And this one is $4.24. Okay. And the reason for that is that this is about New Year's. So I'll come back to the gift stuff in just a second and tell you about it. Okay, this is The Lighthouse on Moonglow Bay by Lori Wilde. This is also a contemporary romance. This one in particular, it says, the sisters discover the grandmother's will has stipulations. The two of them must live there, work out the issues, and compete in baking challenges. And this is also a gift because I needed something that would correspond with sisters doing baking. Okay, so that The Lighthouse on Moonglow Bay, which is the book 3 of this series, was $5.94. Okay, then I have The Cozy Mystery, Lark the Herald Angels Sing by Donna Andrews. It's a Meg Lanslow mystery. This is a cozy mystery, as I said. I have not read anything by Donna Andrews, but I've gotten a couple of her books in some other boxes. And I had read some reviews that said they really enjoyed, like there's a little bit of humor in them. So I decided when I saw that I could get them on discount that I'd pick up a couple of Donna's books. And that's what that one is. Okay, keeping with, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you what the price was on that one. The price on that one was $3.39. Okay, and keeping with the gifts, another book having to do with New Year's, like that one, is The Chinese New Year, which is a Mr. Men and a Little Miss books. Okay, nostalgia. Anybody remember the Mr. and Miss books? Yeah. That one, of course, goes with the New Year's, the whole New Year's thing. And that one was $2.96. All right. Then I have The Cat's Pajamas by, I think it's Ray Bradbury. It just says Brad. Yeah, Ray Bradbury. Which is kind of this would be considered a classic, I think. I've not read it. But this is a gift one. What was I looking for there? Something about pajamas. I know you're going, what the heck is she talking about with that? Okay, so that was, let's see, The Cat's Pajamas was $4.24. Okay. Then I had, personally for me, a cozy mystery, Knit or Die Trying by Allie Pleiter. And like I said, it's a cozy mystery. I have read a few of Allie's books, but not any of her cozy mysteries. But this is just one of those where I just wanted a cozy mystery. And you can get really good deals on the cozies at Book Outlet. Okay, so Knit or Die Trying was $3.81. Okay, and then I had another Donna Andrews selection I was able to get, which was How the Finch Stole Christmas, a Meg Lanslow Christmas mystery. And this was going along with, at some point, I'm going to binge Donna Andrews' Cozy Mysteries. Okay, so that was, I'm sorry. I said that the Chinese New Year one was $2.96, but it was not. It was $2.11. There was another one that was $2.96. Okay, so How the Finch Stole Christmas, $3.39. All right, then I got this one. Fan fiction. Leverage, The Con Job by Matt Forbeck. This is based on the TV series. I gotta tell you, I have read this one, but I needed to have it in my keeper pile because Leverage is my absolute favorite TV show. I binge watch that all the time. All the time. My family is tired of it. They know every episode by heart because I watch it so much, but I just love the dynamics of that show. And I loved the books. I wish they had actually done more books based on the show. Okay, so that was $3.39. I think there's only 3 or 4 books. I have read them all, but I didn't have them on my keeper shelves. All right. Then I have another Allie Plater book. It Came Upon a Midnight Shear, a riverbank knitting mystery that is in this series. So we're just keeping along the same series. Came Upon a Midnight Shear was $3.81. Okay, and then I found a nostalgia. I haven't actually read this one, but I did watch the miniseries when it would come out on TV, The Thornbirds, and I was like, that's a classic I just need to have on my shelves, and I'm gonna read it. And it's been a while since I've seen the series, so I'm curious as to how it'll match up to the series with Rachel Ward and Richard Chamberlain. So I don't know if do any of you remember watching that? Okay, so The Thornbirds, that was $3.39. Plus I couldn't resist the price. Okay, so then I have another Donna Andrews book, which is Turns of Endearment, another one in the Meg Langslow mystery series, and that one was $3.39. All right. Okay, then I have this one, which is, I'm not sure, but I think this might be YA. I think romance, I think a YA. But the reason I got this one was, this is After by Anna Todd, but it's a graphic novel version of it. And I needed something to do with comics. And also this author was an author that this is a gift for my daughter, and she liked that author. So I'm like, I needed comics. It was an author she liked. Win-win. Okay, that one was $4.99. Okay, and then I have a Paint with Water, Bob Ross. My daughter likes Bob Ross, and I was looking for something with painting. And so this is really cool. You basically, this is the painting's key. You basically paint on here. See how you've got where you paint it? Now where's the front with the, oh, I was thinking this had the paints actually with it. I guess not. Oh, yes, it does. So look at this. You basically wet your brush, put it on the paper, and the paper is already treated to bring the colors out. So I was like, that is too cool. So it was painting, and it was Bob Ross, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. That worked for my purposes. That was $6.36. All right. I'm missing a book. I am missing a book. Okay, I'll come back to that in a second. And then the last one I got is another Mr. Men, Little Miss book. That was the $2.96 one. My Mom and Me. This was one where I was looking for a book about being with your mom. And it was nostalgic. And that one, like I said, was the $2.96. I can't believe I'm missing one of my books. Now, it doesn't happen too often, but occasionally you do get where you get missed books. I am missing a contemporary romance mass market that I had ordered. I have found in the past when I have contacted them about missing books, they are very quick to either send me a replacement, or if it's not in stock, credit me. So that might be the case. Sometimes, they don't have them in stock. You don't have a choice, you just can't get it. So, but they have been very good about it. So I'm not worried that I'm going to have any issue getting any of this back. Okay, so first I'll say, if you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also, if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I post my unboxings. And as always, I love your comments. What'd you think of the selections? Have you read anything by these authors? Or do you recognize the nostalgia? Or if you just want to say hi, that's okay too. I love your comments. I read and respond to them all. I really love bookoutlet.com. I more often do not have issues. And the missing book, really, that was $3.39. I know I'm going to get credit for it. And unfortunately, it was one that I want to have, but I was not like I needed to have that one. So, but I can say that they're usually really good about taking care of any issues that arise. I have once or twice had books damaged because they don't necessarily pack them with padding, which they didn't pack with padding, but there was enough books to keep it from bouncing around too much in this box. But it's pretty rare for me to get any issues with it. So I highly recommend this service. Now, I know you're going, what, Lorraine, what was it with all these weird books? Okay, so I want to share something with you. Here, just my little nugget of sharing things with you. I love celebrating my family's birthdays. My mom was a big believer in everybody's birthday being a special day for them, and you had to make sure you somehow made it feel special for them. My daughter is hitting a special birthday this year, and she does not live real close to me. It's a few hour drive. And we're not going to be able to make it to visit her for her birthday or her to come see us. We're not going to see her on her birthday. So I needed something that I could ship to her. And after thinking about it, I decided I was going to chronicle her life to date in pictures. So I basically picked one or two pictures from every year of her life. I tried to make it a wide range of activities and people and memories for her. And every one has something that I could attach a physical item to. So, one of her pictures is of her and her husband for a New Year's Eve party. So I'm giving her the two books about New Year's. There is a picture of her with her sisters baking cupcakes. And so that's why I picked The Lighthouse on Moonglow Bay, because that was about sisters doing baking. Like I said, there's the comic. The comic, well, she's read the author. She likes the author, so that was the win. But there's also a picture of her and her uncle, which was very nostalgic. Well, I shouldn't say nostalgic. Her uncle, who was very special to her, who loved comic books. So that's my connection there. Now, it's not just books. The books I happen to get everything in the one box for what I was doing. But I have done things like, well, like I said, this is not airing until after she gets the box. So she's already opened everything. But for instance, we had a Halloween where she was dressed as a pink Power Ranger. And I found you know those toys that are world's smallest something? World's smallest Rock'em Sock'em Robots, world's smallest camera. Well, this was a world's smallest pink Power Ranger. So I got that for her. So now why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing it with you because I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here. I'm just wanting to share what I think is a really good idea with you guys about making somebody's birthday feel special. You don't have to do a whole lot. I mean, for me, because this is a special birthday for her, I'm kind of going all out. So there's a lot of pictures and a lot of things to go with the pictures. But I could have just picked like a handful of pictures and put these gifts with them. And the thing about that is the picture is sentimental, and then the gift kind of just bumps it up another level. So, yeah. Since she hasn't, as of the time I'm recording, she hasn't actually opened the box, I will tell you that I'm expecting to at least hit it out of the park with a few gifts. I'm hopeful. So, what's my point there? My point there is, well, make people's birthdays special. Make them things that they'll remember. So, the other thing I wanted to share with you, I know this video is getting long, but I just had to bring this in, like a nostalgic thing, was we went to a book sale or an antique store or something recently where I picked up a few books that were nostalgic just from when I was a kid or when my mom or when my kids were kids. And so I just wanted to share them with you. So first I've got two American Girl books, Meet Molly, Meet Samantha. I'm pretty sure I have the hardcover versions of like the hardcover sets, which was like all 5 books in the series. But Molly was one of my daughter's favorites, and Samantha was mine. And then my other two daughters, they had their favorites. And this was just one of those things where I just picked them up as a nostalgic thing. And then I picked this one up because this is Betsy Byers. Now, I do not remember reading The Computer Nut, but she wrote a book called The Pinballs, which I read when I was a kid. Loved it. Read it several times as a kid. It was a favorite book of mine to check out of the library. And I happened to come across it recently, and I read it again, and I actually reviewed it on my my author website, on my blog. So that's LorraineNunley.com in case you're interested. I enjoyed it so much that when I saw this book, which was by that author, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pick that one up and read it and see if I enjoy that one. And then I have this one, which if you saw my unboxing for Mercer Mayer, there was a Mercer Mayer hardcover. That's a nostalgic thing with my kids. I read these books to them when they were little. And I was so mad, I actually mentioned in that video because it was not in the hardcover version that I got. But this was one that I read to my kids regularly. And it's so memorable to me that when my son, who is almost in his 30s, when my son says things like, I was so mad, I can't help but remember the title of this book and say, I was just so mad. I was so mad. And he's like, Mom, you can stop quoting that book to me. But it's a nostalgic thing. And then I came across this one, which my daughter will not remember, but when my oldest daughter was a baby, I actually have this book in her special box because when she was a baby, I read this so often to her that we wore out the sides. And so when I came across this really clean copy of it, I had to get it. I mean, and it was just so wonderful because it's basically all the animals and what they say, but you can do, you can do like the sounds, right? And my daughter as a child loved that book. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh, nice, pristine copy. I have to get another one. And I'm just sharing it with you because you know what? Some of these nostalgic reads are awesome. So if you have kids, grandkids, maybe you just want to walk down memory lane, highly recommend these books to you. All right, so that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and being patient and watching. And you guys are awesome as always. Have a great day.